When we were looking at this project, originally I was thinking about young people and education pathways and thinking about further education pathways. Obviously, one of the things that we look at as all language teachers is making sure that we provide the rationale for young people to continue with languages into the senior phase. And that was really part of the sort of inspiration behind the project, because I was trying to think about how can we provide more interesting context which will motivate learners to continue with their language after BGE. So what I wanted to do was I wanted to look at different university departments where they allow pupils to study a language alongside another discipline, because it's not every child that studies a language in first to third year who's going to go and study at a university. So it's really important that we look and we try to show young people that actually languages, when they look at further education, languages can be part of that and an important part of that. Initially, when I started looking at the project, I wanted to investigate departments within the University of Strathclyde, which is where SCILT were obviously based, who were doing that already. And I was delighted to discover that the architecture department were providing lots of mobility opportunities for their students to go to Spain, to go to South American, Central American countries to actually study architecture. And as part of that, the great thing was that we had Derek Hill working as director of undergraduate study. He was actually actively encouraging students as part of that to be doing the Spanish elective alongside, so that it would allow them to have a really immersive experience when they went abroad. So we wanted young people in schools to know that that opportunity existed. And I think the thing is, we also want to make sure, as I've spoken about already, it's the fact that we want to give young people opportunities to develop different skills in the languages classroom. So thinking about skills for life and work, so we wanted an opportunity for some problem solving, for some creativity, for some team working, and to me this project was providing that platform for our young people. So obviously we worked over the course of an academic year to create the project together collaboratively. And that project is now there with all the lessons and resources. In terms of moving forward, what we would like to see is we would like to see more schools engage with this project, because I think it really provided, I think one of the best parts of this project was actually when we saw that final at the university, to see those young people stand up in front of an audience of almost 200 of their peers with a professional judging panel, to have that opportunity to be in a university environment and actually present in Spanish, not just in their native language but in Spanish, was really quite incredible. And I think we need to give our young people more opportunities to do that, more opportunities to engage in university environments, and to have the opportunity also to present, so that they are much more confident individuals. So I think I've probably moved a bit away from the vision, but I think the vision really is that more schools would be empowered to take this project forward within their own context, and the resources are such that they can change them, or they can adapt them to suit the learners that they have, so that we can engage as many as possible in the project moving forward.
What advice would you give to colleagues who'd like to take this project forward in their own schools?
Well, I would advise them to do it, not to just think about doing it, but to go ahead with it, and don't be concerned about taking a break from the curriculum that's there because you're worried that you're not going to be covering the content of the curriculum, because all the skills that we would want children to develop in a languages classroom are still there within the project. And on top of all the sort of everyday skills that they would be developing, there's all the additional transferable skills. And it just gives them a really unique and exciting new opportunity. It lets them see languages in a new way.